I ran out there to my husband, and he was on the phone with 911, and he was in shock, and I went into shock, and he was having a hard time.
That was Holly Bailey recalling the moment she and her husband discovered the body of their neighbor, Las Vegas Review-Journal reporter Jeff Gehrman. It was nearly 2 years ago. I've been in court all week in the murder trial of Gehrman's accused killer, Robert Tellis. He's the former Clark County public administrator. Prosecutors believe articles Gehrman had wrote about Tellis was a motive in the killing. Gehrman reported that Tellis created a hostile work environment in his office and was in an inappropriate relationship with a staffer. Gehrman was even working on a story about Tellis the week he was killed. Police telling us at the time Tellis was not happy about that.
Tellis was also upset, from what we found out later, that there was additional reporting that was pending.
Shortly after Gehrman's body was discovered, police obtained surveillance video, which they say shows the suspect and the suspect's car, a maroon Yukon Denali. After seeking the public's help, police zeroed in on Tellis. Prosecutors say police found overwhelming evidence linking him to the crime. This includes that Yukon Denali, which was registered to Tellis's wife, but also cut up pieces of a gray Nike shoe and a straw hat, which police say matched what the suspect was wearing. These were all key factors in the prosecutor's case in court this week. But from the start, prosecutors say Tellis's DNA, which was found under Gehrman's right fingernail clippings, is the most compelling evidence. And it came to light in testimony this week from a Metro forensic scientist.
And the probability of observing the mixture DNA profile is approximately 40.9 septillion times more likely if it originated from Jeffrey Gehrman and Robert Tellis than if it originated from Jeffrey Gehrman and an unknown random contributor.
You heard it right there, 40.9 septillion times more likely the other DNA found under Gehrman's fingernails was of Tellis's. That's 409, followed by 24 zeros. But Tellis maintains his innocence, claiming he's being framed. Tellis's attorney, Robert Draskovich, arguing his client was even under police surveillance at the time of Gehrman's death, so there's no way the killer could have been him.
Detective Jappy submits this warrant because we have a privacy right in our phones. He submits a warrant to a judge and gets an order authorizing Mr. Tellis to, in essence, be tracked.
Detective Derek Jappy actually did testify this week. Jappy said Tellis told him about an alleged corruption scheme from a private realty group, but Jappy testified that others in Tellis's office told him that Tellis may have been receiving kickbacks. At the end, neither the realty group or Tellis were prosecuted, but Jappy did say he had a search warrant of Tellis's phone records on the day Gehrman was killed.
Between like 8:30 in the morning, around 8:30 in the morning to early afternoon, the phone activity was only incoming activity as far as text messages and phone calls, and there was no outgoing text messages or phone calls.
Now, I couldn't help but notice Gehrman's family members were also sitting in the courtroom during testimony this week. Yesterday, I saw several of them getting emotional watching the body cam footage of the first patrol officer discovering Gehrman's body. Gehrman had a decades-long career covering crime and holding the powerful accountable. His colleagues at the RJ remember him as a man who dedicated his life to truth and justice and may have lost his life to it too. Witness testimony continues Monday morning. Of course, I'll be following the trial all week. Court TV will also be providing gavel-to-gavel coverage as the Tellis trial continues. Court TV is owned by Scripps, the same company as KTNV.